Transport now.
Alright, so
I'm waiting
give
for
me
the transition. Yeah, transition first.
Oh, no, I thought we were going to wait for the...
No, I'm waiting for the... Just send, man.
You were good to go.
Alright. Well, good morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. This is Zelda the Missing Link. It's a Zelda Ocarina of Time ROM hack. We're here for a run of about 40-45 minutes. And so, here, let's just pick a file name. It needs to be one character because that will affect us in cutscenes. And we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Zelda the Missing Link tells the story of Link from Ocarina of Time and what happened to him on his way to the start of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, it's a pretty short ROM hack. You'll go through it in about 2-3 hours casually. But it's still long enough to have amazing speedrun content. My profile picture is actually from this game with the Bumpchu Ocarina item glitch. And yeah. And it was made by Casey, Emmanuel, Zell, and CDI Fails. It's very short, however, as you'll see, it is very polished. A lot of music is custom. There's maybe one song or two from the original Ocarina of Time, the rest is custom. Maps are custom. You'll see later, Link's model is different than the original Ocarina of Time, even though the movement mechanics will be the same as the original Ocarina of Time. We're playing on the Wii Virtual Console through the official WAD injection provided by the devs, so they actually gave us that. So for us, Zelda 64 speedrunners, having access to Virtual Console is just amazing. And this is the bridge in Lost Woods connecting to Hyrule Field. And that takes us to a modified Kokiri Forest with this nice presentation on top of the screen for the name that's different. And here, what we do is we just already start backwalking, so that's going to be the fastest form of movement for Link because of glitchless movement. So at least it'll be the fastest version of movement, until we get a very special item later on in the run. But usually in Zelda speedruns, that's how you go fast. With glitchless, you backwalk.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yes, absolutely. We have a cutscene right there, in fact.
Alright, awesome. We have £15 from Time at Dragon 55 that just says less than 3. Thank you for the support. That actually got us over the 800 pound mark.
Yay,
it's
amazing.
Like 80%, that's 80% of our goal already.
Great, that's a good start. Okay, so here there's a cutscene telling us about the game's story. So in this game, there's a demon trying to catch lots of fairies to use their powers. And so Link is wondering, oh, okay, that might be where Navi is. However, the voice there is not identified yet. And now we get the Soul Charged Kokiri Sword, which is essentially a sword beam sword. So a bit like in Zelda 1, when we have max health, we'll be able to shoot just a laser with our sword, or just charge a spin attack to do it if our health is affected. But that'll make health really important in this run, so we will do everything we can to stay at max health at all times, since that will give us instant sword beam. So that's the first big change from the original game in terms of core mechanics. So this is completely new to Ocarina of Time. Here we're just side hop. That's another fast form of movement if done properly. Here we just align a bit. That's the first actual use of the sword beam. And we leave Kokiri Forest. As you can see, we also got a heart piece, so that's part of the 100% definition. I'll talk more about different parts of the 100% definition as we go along. So here, killing those mass scrubs will unlock this gate. If we're unlucky, we might get like a tiny soft block or the gate doesn't go down. That's a little bug the game has, but we got, it's really unlikely. So here, we just continue, jump slash, and as you can notice, I said earlier, okay, this is Ocarina of Time mechanic, but we've seen the Zelda Majora's Mask model and the jumps, so that was imported into the game. So the model is the one from Majora's Mask, but it's still just the Ocarina of Time mechanics. So, in particular, side hops and backflips will be constant length as opposed to Majora's Mask, where they can have variable length. So, don't get fooled by the model. We're still in OT gameplay-wise, at least movement-wise. Here there's that Deku Scrub who's not gonna let us pass until... Come on. Until we just lock it from going to the other Deku Flowers. Okay, I have to focus here. Wait, I'm gonna choke that jump. My hand did feel ready on that one, but it's fine. So here, these Deku Scrubs give you a hint to access the deeper part of the Lost Woods, which are just like a, I guess, more reddish, darker version of the Majora's Mask Lost Woods. So here, you'll see me do that very often throughout the run. We have to pick up a lot of Deku Nuts, some for a mandatory item and other to make a couple of fights easier. So right now I absolutely need 20 Deku Nuts for later on in the run. Here this is a little maze where you go through the second entrance, third one, and then first one. If you know your Ocarina of Time well, you'll notice that this is the 2-3-1 order to fight off the Goma Deku Scrub in the Deku Tree in the original game. So that's a little reference there. And we just made it to Monktown Valley, which is part of the main events in the game, but kind of feels too like a side quest. Like, Link has to go through that before being able to continue with his actual goal. And then we realized that the spirit inside the sword, or the spirit that was talking to him, is Saria. So she got attacked as she was trying to rescue the fairy. And in her last attempts to survival, she trapped her soul inside Link's sword. So she could still try and help him out and figure out what's going on. Alright, so this is part of money management. So this is our bank, essentially. So there are lots of 20 rupees here. We need 180 rupees. I'll grab 190 because of some miscalculation I made last week. So just in case, we're going to grab a bit more than we need. Alright, here, usually what you do is you climb up those stairs at the back, but that's long to jump in the pot that's right there. Wait. Oh, first try, let's go. And instead of going all the way up that room, that's what you're supposed to do in the casual fashion. However, here we just do that little setup, backflip, and then jump to the... Okay, let me focus here. Okay, so here, our goal is to blow up this boulder, because it holds a heart piece, and we need, in the end, we'll have 6 hearts. So we're halfway through our first extra heart container. And then we enter the Monktown Sanctuary. This is a marathon run, so I'm going to do a little safety save here. Because if I fail this trick, it's a very big time loss. Alright, so that's done. Alright, here, usually you do a little side hop when you slash to turn on this torch, but failed it, it happens. Then that gives us a Deku Stick that we will use right away. Okay, now that aligns us for a setup where we will skip a big part of this Monktown Valley. or we usually have to go through a library. We'll need to focus for now. There you go, got it. So that skips going through about half of the valley, really, to take us to the end here. And we will fight off this P-Hat. Oh, I got the double backflip. I haven't gotten at all since I started running this. That's probably a gold segment. Minus the... Wait, maybe not because of the save warp, but that's really good. Well, that's the bet. That's optimal. It's really rare you get it, but that's how fast. That's why we need to backflip here, because that takes us back to that bottle chest. And while we go and save the valley, let's talk about why I did that Deku Stick Jump Slash. So in Ocarina of Time, when you do any attack with your sword or with the Deku Stick, the damage value gets stored, and you can pass it on to your crouch stabs. And so even though I was not jump slashing with the Deku Stick, with the crouch stab, I had a value of 4, which is Deku Stick Jump Slash, and so that made the P-Hat fight much faster. We will be using that a couple of other times during the run. So if you see me do a Deku Stick Jump Slash for no reason, there is a reason, and that's getting the 4 damage value, where normal Kokiri sword slashes are just 1 damage, so that's our reference. Okay, so we're almost out of Monktown Valley. A little bit of backwalking just so we can, oops, oh, that didn't go as far as I thought. It's fine. Yeah, so we're almost out of the valley. These people are really annoying. Wait, I'll just... Okay. I overthought the backwalk here, it happens. You have to be really careful. They are obstacles because it's really easy to talk to these NPCs and they slow you down, so that's bad. This is a speedrun, after all. And here, not for free, but in my book, getting bomb shoes that you can just buy like that is free, and you'll see later, we'll find some bomb shoes that are even freer than those. And for now, we will just backwalk, side hop out of the valley, but we're not done. We need to come back later, but we don't have what's needed to get everything here yet, so we kind of forget about it for now. Well, entering the maze from the other side just takes us back to the beginning. Then we kill that Baba. Meanwhile, we go get this one. This game, as you can see, implemented bomb shoe drop, so that's super cool. So if you run low on bomb shoes, you can essentially farm them. So the dream of every Ocarina of Time glitch speedrunner, probably. Alright. So here we drop a bomb shoe, so that's the reason we go to Monktown Valley, is to blow up this wall with bomb shoes that we buy there. And so we can get the item in that chest. So if we would go through the story a bit in the intended fashion, we would see that there are Deku guards blocking our way to the next big area in the game. And so the Deku Pass we just got, on top of being necessary for the 100% definition, actually sets it so those guards are out of the way. So we're almost good for the Deku Nuts count, and right before leaving the Lost Woods, we're gonna get those last ones. We're at 20, and we're good. And now I would be splitting here, but this is a marathon, so I'm not splitting, obviously. Taking us to Deku Road. So, really has, these areas you'll see have a Deku Palace from Majora's Mask feel to them. It's really pretty. Pretty relaxing music too. Come on. Okay, we're fine. Okay, so here just walking across. I get to talk more about their 100% definition now. So that definition includes all the items from the subscreen. So that means all items, all quest status items. We have one song actually. We already start with Saria's song. We also need a birth certificate later on for a Coco. You will see that in time. We'll also get an extra bottle later, a special item that I'm not going to tell you about yet. What else are we getting? As I said earlier, we're gonna finish the run with 6 hearts containers total. Now, Saria is telling us that she feels the demon is closer, and yeah, so we're getting closer to the game's only dungeon, but only completely custom dungeon. So you will, I think, be amazed by that dungeon when you see it. It is a beautiful work. So that's one of my favorite ROM hack dungeons. Maybe that's a good time to talk about the different servers related to this game. So there's naturally the Hylian modding servers that helps people learn about Zelda ROM hacking, and also has pages for the different Zelda 64 ROM hacks. There's also our Zelda the Mystic Link speedrun server, where you can come and ask us questions about how to learn the game, what version to use. So in fact, this game had 5 versions total, from 1.0 to 1.4, each with different bug fixes, so the devs were pretty active right when the game came out, so thanks to them for that. So in particular, right now we're running on version 1.3 of the game. Because that's is one of the only ones that can actually 100% the game. So for glitchless 100%, you have to use this version essentially. And here we just align a backwalk, and we talk to this man. So this is Bean Guy, giving us the bunny hood. So the bunny hood is super broken. You absolutely want the bunny hood. Oops, bad equip. So that bunny hood has roughly the same speed as the Majora's Mask from memory, but it also increases your jump height, also increases your side hop backflip height, and your rolls are also boosted by that. So it's a pretty broken item on its own. I'll mention it when we were there, but there's actually a way to clip out of bounds with the bunny hood. That's how fast it is. So just using that, you could actually get out of bounds. It's really broken. It's part of super fun to do is the incredibly fast-paced movement with the bunny hood. Oops. Okay. Little movement optimization I could have done by staying on top of the tree, but didn't happen. It's fine. So here, as you can see, I just got some bugs, and these bugs will be important to go and get another item for the 1% definition. We will come back to Deku Road, but we have to slowly make our way back to Longtown Valley eventually to get some last requirements and to Deep Woods. Okay.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Alright, we have 30 pounds from Jake GBH. It says, let's get Habbo to safety. Everyone deserves a safe place, and I totally agree. We also have a donation bid war going on right now for Super Mario Odyssey Darker Side by Source. It's going to be which music track we play for the Toad. I believe which I believe is about halfway through the run. So you're choosing between either track 4, which is the music that plays when you capture the dinosaur, or track 49, which is the Peach's Castle. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Alright, so as we've just seen here, we got into that new area that's Cluck Cluck Ranch. So one reason we need the bunny hood in a glitchless setting is to cross the broken bridge to Clock Ranch so we can go and make progress in the story. Come on. So essentially, the Deku Scrubs and the people from Clock Ranch are kind of at a, I guess, commercial war or something. It's kind of odd. So we kind of have to like help out the people in Clock Ranch because they're stuck. Failed that equip here, whatever. Alright, so now, as you've seen earlier, I bombed that boulder randomly, but that was not random. I actually needed that to get access to this grotto with another heart piece. And again, we will also be coming back to Clock Ranch. I don't know if you've noticed, but interestingly, when you climb vines, the game is not gonna block you, it's not gonna remove the bunny hood, but when you get to the top of a ladder, it strangely does. We're getting some extra Deku Nuts for a enemy clearing that we need to do. So we'll need to go take care of some enemies to spawn a chest, pretty standard in Zelda games. Back to Monktown Valley. Oh, good roll there. A line here. Well, that's what we needed those bugs for. In the original game, they give us usually Skulltulas, but in this case we'll get something fairly different than a Skulltula. Skulltulas are for later in the run. We just wait. And we get a heart piece, so I should get 3 heart pieces for that current heart container, and we are. Jump slash here, because going the other way around is long. And we enter this place. We could have done this earlier, but we didn't have Buddy Hood, so it's faster to wait until you get it and do it at the same time as the bug heart piece. There might be, yeah, there is another one. Okay.
I have a proposition for you, Nan.
Yes.
We have £5 from Benji that says, "Please marry me, Nan. Okay, thanks, moi." Jokes aside, best of luck, friend.
Thank you, Benji. In a beautiful joke context, I accept. In a joke context, but yes, I accept. I couldn't say no to Benji for anything.
Definitely a joke, definitely. And also, actually, I do want to correct a quick mistake I just said. The second option for the Mario Odyssey Bid War is not Peach's Castle, it is track 46, which is the escape theme for that game, so.
Alright, so here, little funny optimization. You have to put on the Buddy Hood for these 2 rolls, and then remove it for talking to Cuckoo Lady. Come on. As otherwise, the game still does that. It still implements the special texts for texts. I can't talk. Text for having. There's a heart piece hidden in here. So yeah, so the game still implements the special texts for wearing a mask on, as in Ocarina of Time. So we also, I don't know if you noticed, but earlier I had to remove it to talk to the lady that gave me the birth certificate. That's important. These are my herbs. So here there's that little setup that will blow up 2 bombs inside this big skull way back. And that's a game that the Skull Kid was taking care of, so that's why he gives us that after. Alright, bonk there. Let's see if that usually happens. I try to go straight here. And now we're back to Clock Ranch. And this is not part of the 100% definition, but it's kind of something you can per se get, you will see. Now we're gonna do a race against... Well, we don't have a horse, so who can we do a race against? Well, we can do a race against the horse herself. So we're gonna race our dear friend Epona. We have to be careful at the start because Epona can damage you and stun you. I'm not even joking, so you can take damage from Epona in this speedrun. Oops, that was way like... Okay. And we run back to Malin. Okay, and we won. No split, no split. Okay, so now we kind of scare Kajiro, so now Kajiro can follow us across the game as long as we help him through loading zones like this. And that's going to be useful to gain access to the last hard piece of the run, and also get access to the game's dungeon. So now we just run with Kajiro freaking out, but he's gonna calm down at some point. And at some point we will have to say bye to him, but don't worry. He's gonna be fine. Kajiro can do anything. Come on. Okay, let's go. So come back here. Drop down. What's cool, when you drop a Cucco in Ocarina of Time in general, which is also very helpful for ROM hacks, that when you drop a Cucco, at least when crossing horizontal distance, you will be aligned with the Cucco, so it's very easy to get it back after. Last heart piece. We should get 6 heart containers. And we jump here. We could take the long way, but it's a speedrun. We don't like the long way. Say bye to Kajiro. Oh, I'm sorry, Kajiro. I didn't mean to do that. I usually just shield drop him there. Or just press A to stop holding. And this is the game's dungeon. Welcome to Hollowroot Keep. So, the first big phase of this dungeon is getting 3 small keys on that main floor before we can move to the higher floors of the dungeon. Okay. That blew up a crystal up there. That unlocks this door. Let me just, okay, that's fine. Works. Here you have to be careful, because if you go too fast here, you can blow yourself up, and that makes it so Link takes damage. Sometimes you get lucky and you just get, like, I guess, sub-quarter health. Yeah, that's the good technical term. Which won't affect the sword beam, but you have to be careful. There are hearts in some places in this dungeon, so it's not like completely awful if you... Oh, we made it! I had a lot of doubts at that jump there. Okay. Little bong there. Okay, let's go. Okay, good. I figured that movement there was better than just jumping around where the Dekubaba was yesterday, and I wanted to try it here, and it worked. So, as you can see, these people were used as experiments, and so that's why in this game they look like Skulltulas, because someone tried to do experiments on them to create a monster. Well, that's not cool, so we're gonna try and... Oh, dude. My B press didn't go. Alright. So here we align. There is another setup, but I don't like it, so I do this. There you go, first try. So you're not supposed to be able to cross that river from this way. Like, there's like a very fast stream trying to to pull you back, but in this case... Oh, that's bad. Okay. Whatever, we'll find health later. It's okay. Actually, we got, yeah, all that does is we'll need to, like, use, spin attacks or charge spin attacks to get the beam later on. And we'll get some health in the meanwhile, that's fine. Wait, let me just set up because we've had an issue with this lately. So, little setup here. Then we jump here. That will raise the blue platform, so that's why we go around to hitting that crystal over and over. Because it manipulates platforms through the whole dungeon, so that's a pretty neat feature. Some inter-room or multi-room puzzles. Okay, we got a heart refill here. Enter that room. Here it's important. There will be a technical cutscene skip here that you could do, but you have to be careful. Because usually what we do in glitched runs here is we backflip into the void to skip the cutscene of this door opening. Also brings us closer to the door. Okay, let's go. But in glitchless we try to avoid cutscene skips. Oh, that's good. It's actually really good. I didn't get the two bump shoes, the one bump shoe for both quite a while. I guess that worked. And eyes. I didn't mention it, but in this run, even though in original Ocarina of Time 100% definition, we do not collect maps, compasses, and boss keys, I guess, are skipped to in glitched context. In this category, come on. Okay, whatever, that's fine. We do pick up the maps and compasses, because that keeps the dungeons more interesting and also distinguishes it more from any percent. Alright, so there's this Stalfus we want to fight. Okay. Oh, that was actually fast. So we can get another small key. Dude, that happens. Okay. Oops. And, okay. Now, that's one of the really cool parts of the run. We get the Magic Hourglass. So that's a custom item that will take Link back a couple of seconds in time, and that will let us do some puzzles. Aw, okay. So the fast way here is to land on this switch, but that's fine, we'll just climb back. Oh. Come on. Okay, and we're out, no big deal. And we're gonna need that for the final boss. We technically can fight the final boss without that hourglass, but it makes it really bad. Okay, reflex, I'm used to have full health here. We'll just go back, that's fine. Okay, good. Okay, oh, good angle here for that other door, I'm happy. I'm running low on shoes, but I just need like one other bump shoe. I can optimize in some other places. It's not necessary, so I need to pull that 10 times. 9, 10. Then we do this. That takes us through the block. We just go up there. Oops, a bit too far. And that will take us to another required item, both for making progress. I'm in a marathon, so I'm gonna baby out of this one. Okay, there we go. But that gives us that's gonna give us what will it give us? Oh, it's a boss key, obviously. Yellow and blue chest in Zelda, boss key. That makes sense. Here we cannot use bomb shoes anymore since I'm out. But it's fine. We will just take care of Skulltulas with the sword beam. It's all fine. Not a big time loss. And then we're gonna make our way to the lower floor. Come on. Wait, where is the door? I can't find the door. Okay. Oh, that's really good. That's really good movement there. I don't even get that in practice. Okay. So we did jump slash here. That takes us much closer to the compass chest. All right. This jump slash without breaking the stick, really important. And now here we get a giant floor master that's made of 3 normal floor masters. So that's why we need Deku Notes. Okay. Ah, jump! You don't want to get caught here. It's a massive time loss. It can actually just... Okay, that's fine. We're fine. Alrighty. Giving us another small key. And that's that for the dungeon. We are on our way to the final boss. So we'll equip here. Okay, we have everything. So this is Hundo, and let's go. Final boss. So usually in Ocarina of Time ROM hacks, we have just bosses from the original game, or just no bosses at all. In this case, I present you Arborachnid, this game's final and completely custom boss. So let's enjoy this fight. So here, we did a jump slash before, so that we could deal more damage to Arborachnid. Oh, that was scary. So we're done with the first phase. I need to do about 12 side hops while Arborachnid is turning to use the hourglass and get in their back. In any percent, we have a much worse version of this. And now in the second phase, it's essentially the same. Oh, failed it. That's fine. Let's try again. Okay, that's good. Okay. One cycle, and that should be it. We're almost done. Okay. Let's go. And we hit time as we enter the blue warp, and that is Zelda the Missing Link in this is 38:33, which is a minute behind my PB roughly, which I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. And yeah, that's Glitchless Hundo. All right. Let me know if there's anything. Do I need shoutouts or anything? So yeah, shoutouts to the creators again. So Casey, Emmanuel, Zell, and CDI Fails for making this awesome games, and all the other people in the credits, and all the Hylian modding community who definitely helped in one way or another to get this game. So this game was released last year in July. So it's still a young ROM hack in my book. We also get custom credits. What else? Oh yeah, so also shoutouts to the Zelda The Missing Link speedrunning server. There's also the OT ROM hack speedrun server that mainly hosts right now, I think, is Nimpai's Adventure and Mastery of Time, two other great creative time ROM hacks. Yep. So yeah, we can watch the credits if you want. If there's a donation, that's a great time to do it.
Doesn't look like we have anything right now,
Okay,
but
no problem.
But yeah, we still have the SMO bid war open, and we also have a classic save or kill the animals bid war going on for Super Metroid later tonight. So that'll be a fun time. I also believe there's an incentive open. I don't know if we met it. It's either open or we met it for Mr. Link to do True Pacifist instead of Neutral for Undertale. So
True Pacifist.
really cool stuff, yeah. But yeah, no other donations right now, but the support so far has really been insane, so.
Thank you to testers. Oh, there are lots of testers. That's good.
Gotta make sure the hack works.
Yeah, exactly, and it does beautifully. I recommend 1.3 for casual if you want to complete the game casually. Play the 1.3 version. Patches were archived for the game. The GitHub on their GitHub is technically not available, but it's been archived, so the game is still preserved in that way. So if you need patches, just hop on our Discord. Best way to get into the Zelda ROM hack speedrun Discords is to just ask me, just DM me on Discord, or whisper to me on Twitch. That's usually where I answer people. And that's the end of our credits, making a very nice reference to Zelda Majora's Mask. That's really similar to the Zelda Majora's Mask credits, but they in a darker tone. So that's the style. So that was something in the game. So put the brightness up when you're in the deep woods. That's otherwise the game is beautiful all across. Well, deep woods are beautiful. It's just it's kind of hard to see there, but you get used to it. All right. Let me know when I can leave.
Yeah.
That's
I'm pretty sure you're good to go. So
okay. Thank you. It was really fun.
Yeah,
that was a great
for
start
running.
to my day. You're welcome.